Speaking of wrestlers having animosity against you, you mentioned it a couple of times in your book that you felt Arn may have been saying some stuff, and I don't know if you've seen this in recent years, but in researching this interview, when I search your name, one of the videos that comes up is Arn talking about you. I don't know if you've seen it or not.
On private planes?
Yeah.
Or is that what you're going to refer to?
Yeah.
And he said what?
He said something like you would show up late, and then you would tell the lower card guys to get out of the way so you could sit. And he also said you were a little rough on some of the undercard wrestlers.
Well, I'm not sure if Arn has me mixed up with someone else or not. There were times I would get to the plane late, and many times not intentional. Like show up when I want to show up. Wasn't that deal? It was I got hung up in traffic or whatever. So it wasn't never really intentional to be there late. Number one. Number two, I've heard that numerous times, or several times anyway. I don't recall that, and I'm just being as truthful and honest as I can be. I don't recall kicking guys out of seats so that I could sit down. Hey, you're in my seat, whatever. I don't recall that. I'll have to one day maybe have a conversation with him. I did see him recently, and there was a known. There was some jousting, I will say it that way, between him and I. We were never best friends. We didn't run around together outside the ring. I had a lot of respect for Arn and his skills and talents in the ring. I really did. He was very helpful in a number of the matches that we had with each other. He was very, very helpful in helping me learn. But as far as that, I don't know where he came up with that. I'm thinking he's got me mixed up with somebody else, but I guess I'll have to have a conversation with him about that one day.
Well, soon enough, once this interview gets out, there's going to be probably 20 other clips that are going to show up when your name is searched, so that one will luckily not be one of the first that pops up anymore.
I'm going to tell you this quick. So I did a Legends autograph signing several months ago, and he was there. It was the first time I'd seen him in years. And to this point, I'm trying to be cordial, and great to see you, Arn. And he throws, and I don't even remember what he said. Lex was there, J.J. Dillon was there. There were 3 or 4 guys over there, and he throws an immediate joust out like he used to do. In fact, he's the one who nicknamed me Cue Ball, and he nicknamed me Cue Ball, and Tully Blanchard nicknamed me GQ. That was their nicknames for me. And he threw some kind of a joust out, and I'm like really, I'd seen you like 20 years or something, and you're gonna bust my chops. And when I hadn't seen you in 20 years, I'm like, okay. And somehow we got in a conversation about working, and I really wasn't. I promise you, I was not trying to get under his skin. But he said something about working, and I said, yeah, I just made a comment, something like, I feel super fortunate. I said I work about 4 days a month, and that's legit. I mean, I preach, I minister on weekends, usually Sundays. It might be 5 or 6 days. But the rest of the month, I'm not technically working, on somebody's payroll, right? When I said that, he goes, see, there you go. He said something to the effect like, see, that's one of the reasons why I hate you. He goes, I get like 4 days off a month. And I'm like, dude, I wasn't meaning anything by it. We were just having dialogue, conversation here, and, you get 4 days off a month because you must choose that, So anyway. That was just recent. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like going back to high school, I guess, when you don't see someone for 20 years and they bring something up.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, Art, come on. One time.